All right, good to be back home this week and come back to CenturyLink in front of our 12s. Excited to be home. Playing Philly. Philly's got a really good front, and that's probably the biggest factor for this game for us. We're gonna have to do a great job in protection and obviously in run blocking, and probably one of the better fronts that we're facing, and we have to make sure we handle that well.
What makes that front so good?
Well, they're talented, and I think talent is one, and then I think just the tenacity that they have. Really, the two guys off the edge, they kind of have great motors. They don't quit. They work hard each and every play. They don't take plays off. They got two of the better tackles. I mean, a Pro Bowl tackle with Cox inside. So it's a really good front four, and they have a couple solid backups that can help in there as well. So it's going to be a big test for us.
Now that you've had a chance to see CJ play for you in a couple of weeks, just how excited are you about the possibility of working with him?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's something that when we drafted him that we thought we might have. It just took a while to get where we're at right now, and he's doing a nice job. He's picking things up well. Each and every week we add a little bit more to his plate, and he was able to show up big last week. Had some nice catches and big third downs that he came up with. Ran the ball well. Showed some toughness. Showed some good vision. Finished some runs nice. Made great catches, as I said. So we like it. Like what we're seeing.
You guys threw the ball really well 2 weeks ago, did so again, but how encouraging was getting the run element to it last week as well?
Yeah, that's exciting. We talked about last week, we had cut it back, and just went back. I wouldn't say the basics, but kind of cut back a little bit, and make sure that we targeted things well. The week before, as you know, we didn't target very well, so we were able to be sharp on those assignments. The running backs were hitting them. They were doing a nice job of blocking them up front. Obviously, when you target it well, that gives you a chance, and so it was good to have some of those runs that the 4s and 5s and 9s and those kind of runs are nice to have.
How do you think that pro-sized Rawls kind of fit together there in the backfield?
Well, we hope it'll be a pretty dynamic package for us, but we got to wait and see how Thomas does the rest of the week. I mean, he's progressing well. He looks sharp out here in practice, and he's full go every snap that he's out here. So he's in great shape, but just barring any setbacks. So, but we're excited. If we get him all the way to the end of the week, and we know. I guess the tenacity that he brings in the run game, that's something that we really like, something that we're hoping that we get back to, and the toughness mentality that he brings, the way he finishes runs, and hard to bring down. Those are all things that we're looking forward to having.
How can Troy Maine fit into that mix?
Well, we really liked him, Curtis, back in in the preseason, and we really hoped that we were going to still have him on our roster, but we weren't able to sneak him through. And so coming back to us, we liked his vision, we liked his his balance, we liked his feet, all those things. He's a really good part of the run game, so we think that he's really sharp in that area. He's still getting up to speed a little bit with the protections and those kind of things, but in the run game, we're really excited to have him.
The end of the half drive, the touchdown drive, are those situations tricky where if you get that first couple first downs, you got a chance to score, but if you don't get the first one, they're going to get the ball back with some time to score?
Yeah, it was an interesting situation because we had all our timeouts, I believe, and they had all theirs. So the first couple plays were a little tenuous there, and then we got a big third down conversion. So from there, that's always kind of the important thing is to get that first down because it feels like it gets you moving. And I thought our guys executed just beautifully in that opportunity. We do it all the time here in practice. We have walkthroughs every day to take care of our situations, and the last two play sequence when we called timeout, and I think it was 33 seconds or somewhere right around there. The communication that we have, the words that we say to the quarterback to alert him to the situations. Russell handled it beautifully. The players handled it just perfect, and so it's nice to finish the half on a big play like that and to be able to score a touchdown.
There was some NFL Films audio of Pete yelling, throw it away before Russell's touchdown. But what was a similar thought going through your mind as he's scrambling out to the left?
Well, the situation that we were in, Russell knows exactly the situation. So when after he completed the first play to CJ, we're out of running clock situation, so we're trying to get one more play, and he understands the situation. It has to be be an end zone, it has to be out of bounds. Obviously, we don't want to take a sack in that situation because we'd have run the half out. And so it's important. And when he starts to move around, it's important that he knows, where the clock's at. Not that he's peeking up at the clock, but has that mental clock. And we've practiced it so much. I mean, we're totally comfortable in the situation. Obviously, coaches are staring at the clock, those kind of things. But we're very comfortable in the situation, and they did it beautifully.
Doug, though, said that throw sort of violated football 101, just the way Russell's going one way, throws
Right.
the other. How much do you then, at some point, you sort of just trust that Russell's going to make that throw right, even if it's maybe not the quote-unquote throw you're supposed to make?
Yeah, we practice it all the time, Greg. We're in all the stuff, and all those situations we do it just. I think our guys are just beautiful at it, and there is rules that we give them on scramble rules, and Russell's moving to his left. We try not to throw back across the grain because you kind of entice the quarterback into a bad situation. But there's plenty of times where it's happened, and I mean, obviously, right there in that situation, Russell saw that it was an open area, and Doug went to the open area as well. So, it's a play that we'll congratulate them on and say they did a great job, but we'll always continue to coach our rules and how we want it to happen. But they're out there playing football, and they both did it beautifully.
What did you expect when you had to start George Fant in New Orleans, and what have you gotten since then?
Well, I think it was probably a little earlier than we would want to play him, but we knew the aptitude that he had. We know that he's very athletic. We know the understanding that he has, and we knew that every play that was going to happen to him, he was going to grow from it. And so it came a situation where we had to play him, and he's continued to get better, just like we thought with each and every snap that he's taken. He understands things. Obviously, you use the term the game slows down. I think it's slowed down a little bit. He understands combinations. He understands how to work with glow, some of the twists that he might get. That doesn't mean that he's doing it perfectly every time, but he's doing a really nice job with it. And his athleticism saves him a lot of times, but his understanding is where it needs to be, and he's doing a really nice job for us in a really tough spot.
4 drives that ended in field goals Sunday. Was there any particular recurring theme or something you saw?
No, there's a lot of different reasons where some of those things happened. The first, I think it was one of the first ones. We had the ball at the 1. Jermaine caught it. Then he's trying to extend the ball, and the ball ends up coming out. So we had an opportunity there. We threw one time to the left to Jermaine on a corner route, and it's kind of Murphy's Law. If you look at the other side, Tyler's running to the corner wide open. But it's a kind of a pick a side situation. So there's various things. And it's something that we'll continue to work on. We're excited for the fact that we had 7 drives, 7 opportunities down there in the red zone. We scored 3 of them, and we know that we can improve in that area. So it gives us something to work on.
Were you encouraged by what you saw from Tyler Lockett getting vertical and looking healthier this week?
Yeah, we talked about that last week, Shield, and his progression toward being fully healthy. And we know he's a dynamic player, and we kind of saw it the week before in some of his kickoffs and punt returns, and he caught a nice, the little fly that he was able to run. And so he's just each and every day he gets more and more healthy. And I don't know where he is. He's close to 100%. He's probably not 100%, but he's getting there. And so the explosive plays we were able to see and him show up down the field, and it's something that we're excited to have.
Anything else?
Thank you. Thanks.